My greetings to everyone here. Before I say anything, all the boys and girls who stood here to receive recognition in 3 batches will have 3 separate photo sessions immediately after the program on the dais. Justice B.P. Singh, his presence means a lot. When he came to Rashtrapati Niwas and extended this invitation, it took me less than a second to say, I am coming. I have seen Justice B.P. Singh from a distance, from very close quarters, and had the good fortune of suffering trepidation while arguing before him. Boys and girls, he has very high standards, exacting standards, but will provoke you, but will never get provoked. His association with this institution speaks volumes the way it will go up now. My salutations to the judge, and I told him a while ago, sir, it was 15 years when we saw you last in Supreme Court, and it looks 15 minutes. Professor Anil Sasarbuddhe, I was telling him, we all should be grateful to Three Idiots movie. The professor was Sasarbuddhe. So what used to be a very difficult surname is so easy. I am meeting him face to face for the first time. But when I had to make a very high level selection in my capacity as Vice President and Chancellor, I appointed him to the committee. And the committee was so careful. They hand wrote the names. Everything was typed out. But the 3 names they recommended were handwritten. Boys and girls, I took exactly 23 minutes in announcing the name. I didn't keep it pending. I am indebted to him. He is known to create institutions. He is known to be non-invasive factor in influencing you. He will inspire you, motivate you, and that's a big achievement. His being on the dais means a lot to all of us. I don't have very wholesome words for Mr. V.M. Bansal, Chairman, and I'll tell you why. He must now yield effectively for the younger generation. He has made his contribution. He must be in the sidelines. The younger generation is enormously talented. They are passionate. They are in mission mode. I would have been delighted if he had been in the audience. He needs to be in the father figure scenario. I am sure he will bear that in mind. We have in the audience people who will make us proud because they contributed hugely in public domain. Minister of Home and Education, Government of Pondicherry. He has a difficult name, but is otherwise a simple person. A. Namah Shivayam. He has been legislator for 5 terms. I was for only 1 term. I know how difficult it is. And he is the Home Minister. His presence means a lot to us. Mr. Ashok Chawla, who doesn't know him, he defines working in critical situations. It's a very valuable addition to those who are at the helm of affairs of this institute. I felt the impact of presence of Mr. Kim, Mr. I.K. Rasgotra, when it was being announced that they are getting medals, but that was secondary. Their placement was being indicated, and placement in corporates that are of global benchmark. And that was reflected in the sparkle in the eyes of every recipient. Bhumika can get credit for it. I'm not saying only for the reason that Bhumika is married in Rajasthan at Jaipur, a place to which I belong. It's purely a case of merit, because she was introduced as someone looking after placements, and I could see it here. Members of the faculty, members of the staff, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. 3 decades and the institution has traversed so much, so very impactful, everything positive about it. And now when we are in Amrit Kal, this institute is cut out for a quantum jump. I'm extremely delighted to be here on the occasion of 25th Convocation. Congratulations to all the recipients, their parents, their friends. This is a moment to be ever cherished. It's a moment of pride for you, your family members, and an occasion for you to contribute to the institutes where you will be going in the larger world. This well-deserved recognition comes with some kind of obligation. The obligations are twofold. One, for heaven's sake, don't believe it is end of learning. It is beginning of learning, but of a different nature. So never stop at learning. Never stop at gathering knowledge. And secondly, from here, you walk not as students of this prestigious institute, but as its alumni. I have been focusing on alumni status for a long time. This is indeed a befitting occasion for me to reflect. Alumni of our institutions are world's most impactful, powerful reservoir of talent. We in this country need to structure it at a federation level. All institutions have their alumni. Your institute, IITs, IIMs, other universities. But if they have a national confederation of alumni, then in the task of policy formulation, their contributions can be highly qualitative, provide cutting edge, and can help transform the nation. Friends, I firmly believe that education is the only most effective, impactful, transformational mechanism to bring about societal changes. Getting good education is a privilege which you all have availed. Time for you to reflect, think, and give back to the society. And I am sure you will do that. Let me share the joy of every Indian, and your chairman was reflecting on that. Literally, he was on the moon. And rightly so. Chandrayaan 3 success has to be seen in a different perspective. One, the soft landing was so meticulous. It was for the first time that any country could get this honor of soft landing on the south pole of moon, we are in the big four. Matter of time will be number one. But I go back the memory lane. I was Governor West Bengal. 2019, Chandrayaan landing. It was after midnight. I was there in the Science City, in the company of young boys and girls. We held our breath. It was 96% success. 4% was not there. There was pin drop silence. Boys and girls of impressionable age. I was there. We were in live connect on the screen with ISRO. Just then the Prime Minister of the country patted the director, ISRO, congratulated him for 96% success. He stood like a rock behind the director. And that is the situation we want in this country. That laid the foundation of this success. Another instance, our women's hockey team performed excellently at Tokyo. The girls could not make it. All of them were crestfallen. The Prime Minister talked to each one of them. Then and there, tears in their eyes, but urge to succeed was there in their mind. अब समय आ गया है, हमें भारतीय होने का गर्व होना चाहिए. हम क्यों हर बार देखें हमारा ग्लास आधा खाली है? अरे आधा भरा हुआ है, 3/4 भरा हुआ है, ब्रिम तक भरेगा. We will have to give up negativity. Our achievements are stupendous, phenomenal. Bear that in mind. But the most important impact of Chandrayaan-3 was emergence of India in soft power diplomacy. All channels of the world, I was changing them. Whether in the Middle East, in Europe, or USA, were focusing on that soft landing. Everyone was congratulating the Indian Prime Minister. अब ऐसी स्थिति में a moment of joy, a moment of glory for us. 5000 साल की सभ्यता है, दुनिया में कोई मुकाबला नहीं कर सकता. हम में से कुछ लोग पता नहीं डिरेल क्यों हो जाते हैं. ये यंग माइंड्स को देखने की बात है. भारत 2047 में क्या होगा when it celebrates centenary of its independence? उसके फुट सोल्जर आप लोग हो. Most of us on the dais and senior people here may not be around, but we'll be meeting our maker with supreme confidence that our rich human resource, our boys and girls are the best in the world, and they will take India at the top in 2047. हमने देखा है कुछ साल पहले भारत के पासपोर्ट का क्या स्तर था, भारतीय होने का क्या मतलब था. हालात बदल गए. जो सोचा नहीं था वो जमीनी हकीकत है. There is hardly a global repute corporate that does not have presence of an Indian mind. You will find an Indian genius contributing to the upsurge of that outfit. हमने जो सॉफ्ट डिप्लोमेसी के 5 महत्वपूर्ण तत्व हैं उनको इस हद तक ले गए हैं कि आज भारत किसी का मोहताज नहीं है. दुनिया में भारत बात करता है विश्व शांति की, विश्व हित की and world is one family, one earth, one family. ये G20 का मोटो भी है. ये हम इस स्तर पर क्यों पहुंचे हैं? I was elected to parliament in 1989. I was a minister. I knew the situation then. To sustain our financial credibility, we had to send in physical form our gold by a plane outside. और अब इंटरनेशनल मॉनिटरी फंड क्या कहता है? इंडिया इज द ब्राइटेस्ट स्पॉट इन द वर्ल्ड फॉर इन्वेस्टमेंट एंड अपॉर्चुनिटी. ये क्यों हुआ है? We have improved our dignity, a facet of soft power diplomacy. We improved our dialogue level. We are focusing on shared prosperity. And why on shared prosperity? I'll tell you. More than 1.3 billion people were facing COVID pandemic. Still our Bharat was helping 100 countries with Convocation. That is our culture. We take the world as one family. We were taking care of our problems and giving a healing touch by hand-holding others. We care for global security and are improving our cultural connect. My young friends, what we did not have, you are having. You have an ecosystem now. As a consequence of several governmental initiatives and affirmative policies, where you get an opportunity to fully expand and unleash your talent and energy, you can achieve your dreams and secure reality for your aspirations. And that is why India is home to unicorns and startups that have stunned the world at large. The big change that has come, youngsters may not be fully aware, senior people here will be fully aware. Our power corridors were infested by power brokers, by wheeler dealers. Those power corridors have been sanitized. The institution of power brokers is dead. It can never revive. Transparency and accountability are the hallmark of governance. All this for one good reason. There is zero accommodation for corruption. I call upon young boys and girls, think, if someone is being booked for transgression of laws, corruption, or crime, do you want that person to take to streets? Or do you want him to go to a court of law? You are thinking minds. You are future of this Bharat. You have to mentor it, take it to the highest level. This culture must die down. You have to create an environment for it. Social media is one such opportunity. I would reflect. Our justice system is very robust and performing at the highest level. The entire world is proud of Indian system. They are delivering. Our executive, headed by the Prime Minister, is delivering. We are having roads, railways, penetration of technology. We have world-class structures. Look at the Bharat Mandapam. But when it comes to legislature, your representatives, the scene is dismal. A chairman Rajya Sabha, I don't see debate, dialogue, discussion. I see disruption, disturbance. You have to create a system that you will appreciate those who deliver, those who vindicate their oath, those who live up to constitutional expectations. You will want your representative to exemplify conduct that can be emulated, that can inspire others. Constituent Assembly met for 3 years. They gave us constitution. Not even once there was disruption. Not once there was disturbance. And they dealt with very difficult issues, divisive issues, contentious issues. Now why I am telling you? I am telling you because your thought process, your contribution, your speaking out your mind, your getting out of the neutral gear, your giving up your silence would matter. That what they do in the house, if it is not exemplifying their conduct, the youth of the country is not happy. And that will matter hugely. You determine the status of Supreme Court. You are happy that whatever be the difficulty, our Supreme Court delivers in the interest of the nation. The executive, led by the Prime Minister, is in overdrive to achieve achievements for you. Why should legislature fail? Take a note of it. Friends, हम तो उस जमाने के हैं, गांव में बिजली नहीं थी, गांव में सड़क नहीं थी, नल में पानी आने का मतलब ही नहीं था, टॉयलेट के लिए तो पूरा जोड़ था, पैदल जाते थे, गांव के अंदर कभी कोई गाड़ी आ गई गलती से तो मोर बहुत बोलते थे, इंडिकेट करते थे गांव में कोई गाड़ी आई है। वकालत में आए तो इंटरनेट नहीं था, सोशल मीडिया नहीं था, इस प्रकार के कंप्यूटर्स नहीं थे, मैनुअल टाइपराइटर था। इमेजिन हम कहाँ आ गए। टेक्नोलॉजिकल पेनिट्रेशन इन द कंट्री हैज गॉन डाउन टू द विलेज। अ मोमेंट ऑफ ग्रेट प्राइड फॉर अस। 11 करोड़ किसान इस देश के, साल में 3 बार, और अब तक 2,40,000 करोड़ रुपए सीधे अपने बैंक अकाउंट में प्राप्त कर चुके हैं। आई एम नॉट ऑन डिलीवरी। डिलीवरी तो आपने दिल्ली में इंप्रूव कर दी, रिसीव करने वाले की ताकत भी देखो, ये कितना बड़ा चेंज आया है। When I take you to global statistics, in 2022, 46% of global digital transactions were in India. Our transactions, boys and girls, please note, are 4 times the transactions of USA, UK, France and Germany taken together. हम भारतीयों का दिमाग कुछ अजीब है, हमें कोई न सिखाए तो भी हम सीख जाते हैं। हम सब में एकलव्य का अंश है, हमें कोई न पढ़ाए तो भी हम सीख जाएंगे। इसी का नतीजा है कि पर कैपिटा डेटा कंजम्पशन ऑन इंटरनेट हमारा यूएसए और चाइना दोनों को मिला लें तो भी उससे ज्यादा है। अब ऐसे हालात में सर ऊंचा होना चाहिए। We have to be proud Indians. Take pride in our historic, phenomenal, unprecedented achievements. We have always to keep nation first. This is not optional. This is the only way. और यही हमें करना चाहिए। Friends, सितंबर 2022 का वो दिन मैं कभी नहीं भूल पाऊंगा। Indian economy then took a quantum jump and we came at number 5. So India became world's 5th largest global economy. That was a big achievement, a milestone achievement. पर कहते हैं ना सोने में सुहागा, हमने पछाड़ा किनको? जिन्होंने सैकड़ों साल तक हम पर राज किया था, यूके, उनको पछाड़ा। Have it from me, and no economist in the world disagrees with it. By turn of the decade, our Bharat will be the 3rd largest global economy in the world. Friends, since you are with a particular discipline of management, it matters to you how the system reacts. It matters to you how government takes decisions. Are the decisions transparent? Are they accountable? Is there ease of governance? When I was Governor State of West Bengal, I was heading a group of 10 governors, and our job was to give a report on ease of governance. तो कानून की पढ़ाई करने के साथ साथ मुझे मैनेजमेंट की पढ़ाई उसमें करनी पड़ी, क्योंकि ये सब तो आप लोगों का काम है. You deal with it day in and day out. Those who are in business, trade, industry, management, ये उनका काम है. दिक्कत आती है तो उनको पता लगता है कि हमारा फॉरेन जॉइंट वेंचर क्यों नहीं हो पाया, हमारा क्या हिकअप आ गया. हमने बहुत किया, पर अब we have the most facile, hiccup-free decision-making process in the country. You all will be gainer of it. I have no doubt about it. Friends, if I describe our Indian economic scenario at the moment, strong fundamentals and resilient framework, increased competitiveness, enhanced transparency, expanding digitization, and the promotion of innovation, these have enabled India's upsurge and have propelled its incremental trajectory. And these are not words, they are on the ground. आप में से जो लोग गांव से हैं, होंगे बहुत से लोग, आजकल गांव के अंदर हवाई जहाज की टिकट हो, चाहे बस की टिकट हो, चाहे रेल की टिकट हो, राम सिंह का बेटा कर देगा. पासपोर्ट के लिए अप्लाई करना है तो श्याम सिंह का पोता कर देगा. आपको कोई फॉर्म भरना है तुरंत कर देगा. ये सब गांव में हो गया. Our villages have really become smart villages. कई लोग कहते हैं कि गवर्नमेंट का कंसेप्ट एस्पिरेशनल डिस्ट्रिक्ट्स एंड स्मार्ट सिटीज का क्या है. आप समझोगे स्मार्ट सिटी का क्या मतलब है. आप किसी टियर 3 सिटी में जाओगे और आपका इंटरनेट इफेक्टिवली काम करेगा, आप वर्क फ्रॉम होम कर पाओगे, तो आप कहोगे स्मार्ट सिटी है. कुछ लोग हैं जो स्मार्ट सिटी का कंसेप्ट फिजिकल स्मार्टनेस से देखते हो, ऐसा नहीं है. यही हाल एस्पिरेशनल डिस्ट्रिक्ट्स का है. बिग टिकट चेंजेस आर टेकिंग प्लेस इन दिस कंट्री. मैं आप लोगों से एक अपील करूंगा, and my appeal is we must all subscribe to the concept of economic nationalism. अच्छा नहीं लगता जो चीज देश में बन सकती है, जो देश में बन रही है, कुछ आर्थिक फायदे के लिए हम बाहर से मंगाते हैं. दिवाली के दिए मंगा लेंगे, कैंडल मंगा लेंगे, काइट मंगा लेंगे, फर्नीचर मंगा लेंगे. ये सोच बदलना होगा. For fiscal gain, we cannot compromise economic interest of the nation. The industry where you will be going, business and trade, will have to ensure we add value to our raw materials. We don't allow our raw materials to leave our source or ports for someone else to monetize them, capitalize on them. ये अपने को करने की आवश्यकता है. यंग बॉयज एंड गर्ल्स, एक नई प्रवृत्ति चालू हो गई है. मैं 4 गाड़ी रखूंगा क्योंकि मैं अफोर्ड कर सकता हूं. I will use water as much as I want. I will use energy as much as I want. Now, we are trustees of natural resources. Use of natural resources cannot depend on my pocket power. We all have to optimally use our natural resources. Reckless use of natural resources is not an activity in national interest. और ये कल्चर हमको डेवलप करना पड़ेगा. एक बार डेवलप कर लेंगे समझ में आ जाएगा. और ये इतना बड़ा काम तो आप लोगों के अलावा कोई नहीं कर सकता. Each of you present here is a nerve center, epicenter of positive change. आपको असेस करना है कि भारत की जो राइज हो रही है, इसमें न्यूटन का थर्ड प्रिंसिपल आ गया है. एवरी एक्शन हैज अ रिएक्शन. तो जो भी भारत विरोधी ताकतें हैं देश और बाहर में, उनके एपेटाइट भारत की ग्रोथ के लिए बड़ी कमजोर है. उनका हाजमा बिगड़ गया है. वो दिन रात ये काम में है कि भारत की प्रोग्रेस को काली कैसे लगाएं. बेवजह के मुद्दे उठाना, अनर्गल बातें करना, हमारी संस्थाओं पर टिप्पणी करना. अरे खिड़की खोलो. बिस्मार्क ने कहा था ना, लेट द विंड्स ऑफ चेंज ब्लो. और देखो हम कहाँ हैं, हमारे आस पड़ोस का क्या हाल है. पूरी दुनिया नतमस्तक है और फिर भी हम में से कुछ लोग परेशान हैं. राजनीति को भारत की विकास से कभी नहीं जोड़ना चाहिए. जो लोग राजनीति की फील्ड में हैं उनको राजनीति करने का पूरा अधिकार है. Let them do their politics the way they wish to. But when it comes to national development, national issues, we must rise above political functioning or political parameters. नेशनल एजुकेशन पॉलिसी आपने लगा लिया. 3 दशक के बाद व्यापक मंथन चिंतन के पश्चात एक नेशनल एजुकेशन पॉलिसी मिली. कुछ लोग कहते हैं हम लागू नहीं करेंगे. ये किसी राजनीतिक दल की पॉलिसी नहीं है, ये भारत की पॉलिसी है. सोच समझ कर बनाई गई है. क्यों बनाई गई है हमें याद आता है. नालंदा थी, तक्षशिला थी, उस स्तर पर पहुंचना है इसलिए बनाई गई है. डिग्री तो बहुत लोगों को मैनेजमेंट स्कूल में मिलती है, पर आपके यहाँ जिसको मैंने डिग्री दी, मेडल दिया, कोई डिलॉइट में जा रहा है, कोई अर्नेस्ट एंड यंग में जा रहा है. आप लोगों का जो लगाव है फिक्की के साथ, एसोचैम के साथ, आई वॉज वेरी डिलाइटेड because a boy and girl walking out of this institute first and foremost must have his or hands full ताकि contribute करें. मुझे बहुत अच्छा लगा है. This is unique feature of this. Friends, I will not take much. I have taken enough. Everyone agrees. वैसे तो ये खिलाड़ियों के लिए कहा जाता है कि खिलाड़ी को ग्राउंड से तब जाना चाहिए जब हजारों लोग कहें कि डोंट लीव, वरना वो दिन दूर नहीं है जब वो कहेंगे प्लीज लीव, प्लीज लीव, प्लीज लीव. सो आई कंक्लूड by quoting a timeless mantra from Swami Vivekananda ji. And what he said, I quote, arise, you are already there. Awake, you are already there. And stop not until the goal is achieved. You achieved the goal. You have to achieve higher goals till we reach the top. Bharat at 2047, the destiny is in your hands. It is in safe hands. It is in safest hands. It is in the hands of people who believe in Bharat and will ever make our Bharat proud.